But, you know, it looks like just the driver inside the car right there. But we did hear earlier on that there were 4 people in there. So unless there's 3 people in the back seat, that would be pretty interesting in itself. You're going to be coming around here. It's a nice move by SKYFOX. Chris at the tiller this morning doing a great job keeping an eye on this pursuit. Again, LAPD, they are in force down there, a number of vehicles on the ground. They could have gone to tracking mode because they did launch their helicopter a little bit early for their shift to get over this pursuit. But the guys on the ground, they seem to have this in hand. The slow movement or the slow speeds, that is a huge plus, and it makes me feel a little better when we do these pursuits, when these vehicles are moving a little slower. It might be a little less exciting to see, but definitely going to be safer for anybody on the ground down there. And again, they're saying the original want stolen vehicle. This all is becoming very unusual. The pieces don't seem to fit what we're seeing. So we're going to kind of just keep an eye on it, but it is definitely a pursuit out there. You got a big truck. We're in the area of the Veterans Hospital. That's the reason why it's kind of like littler streets out here. But again, I don't know if this person knows where they're going or they're just driving and having LAPD follow them around.
Well, I mean, we can breathe a sigh of relief here that at least the driver is driving at a slow rate of speed through these surface streets, so that is good news. So perhaps it is still a following at this point. And from what we can see right here, there is the driver. Of course, if there were 4 people in the car, it's possible the LAPD knew something and maybe saw this earlier on, and there were 4 people that bailed before the driver then took off.
They're going to pit him. They're going to pit him. They're going to pit him. They're going to. Oh.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I always forget that my mic is open. There you go. Here we go. Here we go. I figured it was going to happen underneath the trees. There you go.
That
nice
was a
pit
successful
maneuver.
one.
But you know what? That's not good. And the airbags deployed on that officer's vehicle.
Wow.
This is not good at all. The vehicle, and they left it in. Left it in reverse. There you go. The door's open. It seems to be a female driver, and she's on the phone and no shoes on, so she's grounding herself. I hope those officers are not going to take. This got turned into an entirely different situation when that happened. We saw it live, but definitely a scarier situation. And that driver seems to really have some kind of attitude about what is going on down there. And
still on the phone.
Again, you know, who knows what she's got, what her issues are. But right now, LAPD, they're not taking this lightly at all. They definitely have less than lethal available to them. But if this attitude and aggression continues, we're going to be very careful on how we show this. But again, I hope those officers are all right. We did see the airbags being deployed in those vehicles, in that vehicle, and then the doors popping open. That driver jumping out almost immediately. And I thought she was on the phone, but it looks like she's just holding her ears right there. I'm going to get a tighter shot just for a few moments. But definitely this woman's having some
taunting
some
officers
kind of
right now.
She's definitely undergoing some sort of a mental health crisis here, and she's screaming at officers there. Interesting, you know, there were reports that there could have been more people in the car at this point, with that car now coming to a stop up above on a curb now. That it doesn't look like there's anybody else in the vehicle. Looks like the airbag may have deployed there as well. Maybe not.
Airbag deployed. The officer's airbag deployed.
But now it's a situation where these officers will try to talk to her and try to bring this to a peaceful resolution. Montana and
this
Birmingham
is very
Avenue.
difficult for those officers. You have to understand that, you know, like they just basically that was an assault that'll come out basically as an assault on an officer after they did that pit maneuver. That vehicle basically, we saw it driving head on into that cruiser. I heard the airbags deploying, the cruiser's airbags deploying, the officers getting out almost immediately. That is a plus. Hopefully they are okay. But there is only one person down there, one officer with less than lethal. You see that green weapon right there. And what you're seeing right there is a person on a rooftop that basically was just in the area when all this happened. There they go. They're just going to take her into custody. That's probably the best move. That's called a swarm, and they're just going to take her into custody. But again, hopefully she gets the help that she needs, and whatever that problem was, it's going to be taken care of. And again, the original wants stolen vehicle, but I'm sure there's a lot more to this story. Maybe we'll find out, but right now it's coming to an end out here. Hopefully those officers are okay. One female suspect in custody.
From what we could see from the time that we were on this pursuit through the Westwood area, now through Brentwood, it didn't appear that anyone was hurt in any of this. That's the good news here. But certainly that we're hoping that the officers inside that police vehicle that was hit are okay. But
whoa,
looks like she's starting to spit also. We've seen this in other situations.
They have to sometimes put a spit guard on suspects when they're arresting them, because clearly she's going through some sort of episode, and now you see officers searching the trunk of her car. Stolen BMW. Overall, this pursuit was pretty calm, Stu, except for the very end when police did that pit maneuver, and then she just kept driving straight into that officer's black and white and deploying that officer's airbags as well.
Damn, and you could see both the airbags deploying in this one, the driver's side and the passenger side. We did see the door pop open almost immediately, the driver getting out. That's a huge plus. Hopefully the passenger officer is okay as well, and I'm sure they are, but they're probably going to be taken to a local hospital just to be checked out, along with the driver of that BMW. And you know, we saw the reactions, and you're right, I do believe she was spitting at the officers, not making her situation any better. The BMW right there, 5 Series, just up on the curb. But again, this could have ended a lot differently. Good work for LAPD, definitely, and keeping calm in a very tense situation at the very end there. But definitely what we wanted to see for sure as an ending. And again, this pursuit coming to a close out here in the Brentwood area.
All right, Stu, thank you for your coverage on that. We are coming right back after a short break, 7:23 on this Friday morning. We'll be right back.
All right, as you see there, we were just listening into that Fox 11 coverage of this police chase, but I want to re-rack the moments. If you miss it and here on Live Now from Fox, this was the dramatic moment that police chase started to come to an end after that pit maneuver that was successfully done by those LAPD police officers. As you can see, the cruiser ended up smoking, but this is when the driver emerged. At that moment, we did see that it was a female driver there in the Brentwood area. Again, this is a report of a stolen car, according to our partners there at Fox 11. But you can still see there at the scene, very dramatic video this morning, as it is only just after 7 a.m. there on the West Coast. And again, that police cruiser on the left side of your screen is smoking from the impact of that car, but so many officers then swarming in the moments there. So again, first, what we know there, according to Fox 11, is that officers with the Los Angeles Police Department were in pursuit of that stolen vehicle there in Brentwood. And we did see from Fox and Stu, they were overhead that West Los Angeles neighborhood following this police chase from the very beginning. And right now, I want to play out the moments for you where they were able to take this woman into custody. But ultimately, you see, as this was happening, she was on the phone, it seemed like initially when she was getting out of the car. Not sure if she was doing that or just really putting her hands in her ears, but things were starting to emerge and she was yelling at those officers in the area. I also want to replay this moment here as they had their tasers out and about, pointed at her. This is not, again, this is non-lethal, less than lethal that they had there, but a group of officers then swarming in, grabbing her by the arms, subduing the woman, and taking her into custody. So we did want to make sure that we were able to replay any of those moments here on Live Now from Fox if you missed it. But again, this police chase out of Los Angeles this morning, just after the 7 a.m. hour, quickly approaching 7:30 there. I want to show you another live vantage point that we still have at this moment of the scene. This is as the woman is officially being put into that police car. there in this Brentwood neighborhood. This is right now there in Montana Ave and Birmingham Ave as well. So we did want to get this update in for you here on Live Now from Fox. When some of these police chases pop up, we always want to take them on air when we can. Once again, our thanks to our Fox 11 partners for bringing that to us here on Live Now from Fox.